babies are a little over...
Shayden, call me on 2241. Shayden, 2241.
I hope Shelly jumps right on that. Our babies are a little over 8 months old, and I definitely am still adjusting to being a stay-at-home dad. It's been a huge blessing, I think, to Jamie and I's relationship. I understand her more than I ever have in my life, and we've never had to pull together more than we have, obviously, over the last 6 months since we've had these babies home when they got home. I think they've been home since June. It's definitely taking some getting used to, and it still feels weird at times. It hasn't just been an adjustment for me. It's definitely been an adjustment. I hope Shelly gets that. If I see her, I'll tell her. It's been an adjustment for Jamie as well. Even more so, maybe. Jamie's had to get used to having me around. In fact, after like a few weeks of me being home, I remember her saying just that is, gosh, you're here a lot. I'm gonna have to get used to this. I definitely have a lot of energy, and so I think Jamie is used to having me get out and get my wiggles out more, and I still do. If I could conclude anything that I've learned over the last 8 months, it would be this. Being a stay-at-home parent is more work than any job on the planet. I'm just hoping somehow the babies just start feeding themselves magically. Violet, can you put that in your mouth, baby? We gotta get those cheeks chubbier. Drink your milkies. I guess she's about empty anyway. Yeah, oh. Oh, I like that. I like where you're going there. You watching this? You're yawning? You're yawning.
The day's just beginning.
Lily, can you hold your bottle yet? Here, show us what you do with it. Okay, our babies are about 8 months and 1 week old. Given they were born at 29 weeks, their adjusted age is closer to 6 months. We're also working to help the baby sit up, but no one's really close yet. Violet's kind of close. Daisy, let's show them Daisy's sit up. Okay, Daisy, can you sit? See, she leans back really hard. There we go. Oh. Good. That's about it. They have about a second. Violet does about the same. Logan's not even close. You're a good jumpy boy though, huh? I've had a lot of requests just to give some Violet gushes because we haven't gushed your cheeks in a while. And every time people see your cheeks, they want them to be gushed. Gush, gush, gush.
Runny. Jumpy. Runny. Jumping. Running. And jumping. Jumping. Jumping.
You could do that all day, huh? I think we have a new Wednesday morning tradition because the last couple Wednesdays during nap time from 9:30 to 11:30 when little grandma's at home holding up the fort. Lately, Jamie's been wanting to go to places that are a little more quiet when we get out.
I just really want quiet these days.
I think it's because we have so much noise in our home that lately you just don't want to be in public as much.
Yeah,
more quietness.
I'm sure it'll get easier as time goes on.
That building right there is where Jamie and I got married, which was what, 15 years ago?
14 years ago.
It felt like 15.
Some of you may already know this, but I have PCOS, also known as polycystic ovary syndrome. That's part of the reason it took me so long to conceive our third child, which actually was the Quints. Just talking a little bit about the infertility aspect of what it means to have polycystic ovary syndrome. I know this is something that is a very sensitive thing for many women that do struggle with this. So with Shayden and Landon, what worked for me is going on birth control for about a span of 6 months and then going off and immediately trying to have a baby. That was how I think I was able to even have my 2 older boys. I tried doing that, the on again, off again method with my doctor's counsel and advice for a third pregnancy, a third baby. But unfortunately I couldn't get pregnant. It didn't work. And so after that, my doctor prescribed Clomid, and I tried Clomid, and I think I took the lowest dosage possible, that I could take to try it. And I think the doctor said I could do it for a span of 4 months in my particular situation, 4 cycles. And I lasted 3 months. I did not feel good on Clomid. I was so hormonal. Skyler and I counseled together and realized Clomid just wasn't the right fit for me, and I wasn't pregnant. It didn't work for me. We had tried just on our own for, I think it was actually 5 years. And I thought, okay, you know, maybe that's it for us. But I knew we would have one more child. I knew it. So I worked up the courage, and it took me a long time to walk in the doors of a fertility clinic to actually say out loud, okay, I have this problem. You know, I can't do this by myself. Counseling with the specialist, we talked about the different options out there. There's IVF, which can be, you know, upwards of $13,000. That was not something that Skyler and I could afford with our budget and our income. I did not know about intrauterine insemination, or what we chose to do, IUI. And that can run about $3,000 to start with. Intrauterine insemination is where a woman takes medication such as Clomid, or in my case, I opted for Femara because there's better results for women that have PCOS. It's just this medication that you take with injectables in hopes to release 1 egg to have 1 baby. The doctor had estimated it would probably take about 3 months, and it worked. And I took the lowest possible dose. And we were very blessed and fortunate that I conceived more than 1 baby, but didn't go into it thinking that. So hope this gives you some information, and hope this inspires you, women, if you're thinking you might have polycystic ovary syndrome, to perhaps look a little bit more into it and call your doctor. Love you all. Happy Wednesday. See you guys.